August 8th, 2015 update. It's about time, huh? What's been going on since the last update? Well, a lot. And hopefully I'll catch most of that and get it here for y'all today. First, we'll start with the Hot Rod Power Tour. We did that whole trip. I took my daughter. Most of you probably already know because you're seeing the series that I'm posting on YouTube. We've got part 1 and part 2 out, and I'm still working on part 3. In case any of you wondering what's the deal, where's the end. Hopefully part 3 will be the end and the rest of it, and actually has my favorite stops in it. Shortly after we got back from the power tour, we had to start, well, I edited some of the video, recovered, and posted up pictures, but we had to start preparing to go on vacation. We wound up going home to Texas, San Antonio, Texas, home sweet home, for vacation the whole month of July. So that sucked up July, and that's where I've been. People follow me on my Facebook blog page have been seeing some of the projects I've been working on. You haven't seen a lot posted there because I was pretty busy while I was on leave, but I'm thankful that I was able to edit the videos that I did. I mean, that's how you got to see part 2 of Hot Rod Power Tour video was finished, and I was able to capture some video of my buddy Brian's 3 LS swap projects. He's got the 68 C10, the 68 Camaro, and the 60 Impala, all LS swapped. Y'all saw that I posted the video of the 68 Camaro turbocharged LS 6.0 LQ9. I posted a video of it doing a burnout, but I also have a video of the 60 Impala and the 68 Chevy truck doing a burnout that I need to get up here shortly. Those will be coming soon, real soon. I don't want to post them all up too quickly because then people miss them, so at the quickest and earliest I can post up, say, every week. But I have some videos coming for y'all. Besides this, right now, today, I have other videos I need to record in here. An example is the Squirter. Y'all know it's out of the car. People are probably wondering what's going on with the Camaro. I should also clarify that. Some people got confused and assumed that the 92 Camaro project is the Squirter. No, the Squirter was the motor that was put into the Camaro. The Squirter was the engine that was squirting water out. I'm sure some of you already knew that though. But just to clear that up for those who didn't, the 92 Camaro, it don't have a name yet. It's the Squirter motor that was in the Camaro that had the Squirter name. But tonight I'm ripping the Squirter apart. I'm gonna try to get the camera at an angle so that I can record it, show y'all, show you the board, show you what it looks like. But the Squirter is mostly done. I expect it to be finished because cam bearing fell out, and if that cam bearing damaged the bore where the journal where it sits, I'm not paying for the machine work to fix that, so the Squirter might be dead. But if I give me a bore gauge and that block's not dead, or excuse me, if that journal's not damaged, I may save that block and go ahead and bore it out to a 5.7, put a new rotating assembly in it, and we'll see. Maybe the Squirter will live to be in another project. So y'all haven't had an update in quite a while. As I was just explaining, I've been locked up for about 2 months here, a month of vacation with the family, and then I had the power tour there, so that explains the big break in updates. I'm trying to still get other videos up to you, even though there weren't updates. The Camaro, people were wondering about the status of the Camaro. It's in the same status as the last Camaro update that I posted. I have not been able to touch it. The power tour, before the power tour, I was pushing to get the AC put on the truck, didn't touch the Camaro. During the power tour, I haven't been able to touch the Camaro. I was hoping to have it done for LS Fest, but that's not going to happen. I at least hope to have the engine in the Camaro by LS Fest, or shoot, pretty soon here actually, because the engine's about ready. It's just waiting on me to put some valve covers, oil pan on it, front cover, little things, and I can crank it up. But what's going to slow me down from getting the 6.0 into the Camaro is that I need to run it on the engine stand first. I like to get a crank up video of it on the engine stand, and when I do that is when I hope to get my detailed video of the wiring harness to show people how you take a stock harness unmodified and give it power. I know I have videos before that show that slightly, but it's not detailed enough for a lot of people, especially people who aren't as familiar with the harness. So what I want to do is get a better detailed video, zoom in and show exactly what 2-3 wires where I gave power and how to make a stock truck LS harness run without modifying it. It's ugly, but it works. And I get a lot of questions about it, so I need to do a video on it. Then also, after I'm going to take that harness off and put the Holley, I hope to put the Holley Dominator system and harness and all that on there and run that on that stand as well. So people can see how that looks out of the vehicle, so you can get more of a view of it. and where the power wires and whatever wires are available are. Show how that works. So we have LS Fest coming up quick, about a month. That's not much time, so I will be driving my truck up there. Here's the catch, here's the news for y'all. I found out that my buddy Davey and his beautiful maroon, red, whatever color, I'm colorblind, C10, his vehicle was chosen to be in the engine swap challenge. So he asked me to help him out and be a part of that because it's a two-man team for the swap challenge. It's going to be C10 against C10. They're going to drive it in, do the LS swap there. First one done, of course, wins. But he asked me to help him with that, so that's another thing I'll be doing this month is preparing for LS Fest, and I will be up there in the engine swap challenge. You will see me there. One thing I'm excited about that I started on while I was on leave, and those following on my Facebook blog page saw some pictures I posted. I started messing around with Ford 8.8 rear ends, and I'm started planning and gathering parts to build an 8.8 rear end for the Camaro. That 7.5 inch rear end that's in there is not going to last very long with the turboed LS motor, especially if I decide to put a sticky tire on it, if I want to run a good time at the track. So 8.8 rear ends have proven to be strong, and they're all over the place. They came in almost everything. Rangers, Mustangs, Explorers, trucks, they're everywhere. It's easy to get parts for them, and they're dirt cheap and strong, and that's what I like. That's how these LS motors are, cheap and strong. So what I started looking into, one option, a way of using 8.8 is to cut the tubes off, stick your Camaro tubes into it, weld it up, short version there. So that way you have all your mounts for the car, brakes, your axles will actually slide into a Ranger differential, or you can have custom axles made using Explorer differential 31 spline. There's a lot of options there I'm throwing around. I'll get more detailed into that in another video when I actually start showing videos of that build. But I'm going to be building an 8.8 rear end for the Camaro. I've got that 9-inch housing, but I don't think I'm going to use it because it looks like it'll cost me more money just to get the internals, and they're not as abundant as the 8.8 anymore. So I'm all over the 8.8 and it looks like fun. I've already got the Hilti torque arm mount that welds onto the 8.8 pumpkin. That way you can mount the torque arm, run it in the Camaro. I'm also considering though eliminating the torque arm and just making an upper control arm that welds down into the lower control arm, kind of triangulates it. My hand's not going to do that, but some of you know what I'm talking about. So this weekend is my first weekend back since we went on vacation, and I've been tackling the garage to clean it up, get rid of extra parts. I can't keep my inventory very big of parts. You know, sometimes that helps you to save money if you're able to keep an extra part in the back or whatever. My inventory has to stay small, very small, because I expect my work to move me at any minute, and I can't be shipping engines and stuff across country. So some of you may know that I have that supercharged 3.8 complete, harness, accessories and all. Well, it doesn't look like I'm going to have time to use that in any project, even though I would love to play with it. I've got too many projects as it is, the Camaro and the truck and others. I can sit here and list them all. I got a refrigerator I want to rebuild also, an old 50s refrigerator for my garage. But so that thing has got to go. I'm about to post it up on Craigslist. You won't see any projects with the supercharged 3.8. I got to let it go and get rid of it. Those of you who follow me on Facebook saw that I randomly picked up a 4.8 yesterday. Dude, it was just random. I was on Craigslist to see about 8.8 rear end parts. You know, sometimes you find them cheap and snag them. I saw one the other day, Ford Ranger 8.8 limited slip, complete, 100 bucks. Those are the kind of deals you got to find. And so I saw that on there. Anyways, I was on there looking for more parts, gears, whatever. And some reason 4.8 came up in the listing. 300 bucks, almost complete, had most of the stuff there with it. 177,000 miles running. Couldn't pass it up, had to go pick it up. I don't know why, what came over me. Didn't really need it, but I had to go snag it. So now I've got it sitting here on the floor, and tonight I hope to, once I get the squirter done tearing it down, get that off my engine stand so that I can put the 4.8 up on the stand and go ahead and crank it up. Maybe throw a short clip of that up on Facebook as well. But I got a 4.8. I've even considered throwing that 4.8 into the Camaro first, so that way while I'm learning my tuning and adjustments for that turbo, I hurt a cheap 4.8 instead of hurting my freshly rebuilt 6.0. But I've got a lot to decide. I don't know what I'm doing with that 4.8 yet. I just picked it up. I've even considered doing another raffle this year at LS Fest like I did last year. I don't know, but I know I want to crank it up and clean it up, throw some paint on it. If you like what I'm doing, hit the like button below and let me know. If you want to make sure you catch each one of my new uploads, hit the subscribe button, the red one down there. And it'll send you a notification each time I upload a new video. Now, you have a great weekend, be productive, and keep on wrenching.